Okay, this lesson will show you how to draw your structure design for the tower challenge. First thing you need is a piece of graph paper, and this is called a scale. If you go to the side, it says made in Germany. It says 16 on the outside, and it goes from 0 to 12. That's your inch ruler. So that's the side you're going to need. Now the minimum requirements are 8 inches tall and 3 inches wide. So I would start with at least the minimums. You can go bigger, but you cannot go smaller. And along one of these lines, you're going to take a pencil and you're going to mark out 8 inches. Okay, so that's the minimum. Again, you can go bigger, you can't go smaller. Along the bottom, the minimum size is 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the outside border of my structure. Now this is one side of your drawing. You can choose to do 3 or 4 sides and up to 5 sides. And what you're going to do then is, based off the drawings you came up with and researched, you can draw the insides of your drawing here. So let's just say I was going to go with a 4-sided object and I was going to draw an X through the middle. So I'm using the ruler to draw straight lines. If it is not exact on your drawing, it will not be exact when you build it, and it could cause your structure to lose some strength. Okay, so now at this point, this is what my drawing is going to look like. I'm going to do 4 sides. And if you have a 4-sided object, you will be able to get 45 inches of material per side. So this has to be under 45 inches. So what I'll do is I'm going to measure all this before I do anything else. So there's 8. This is 8. All these cross beams here are 3 inches. So I'm going to mark that 3. This goes 3 all the way across. 3 here. And then these long angled ones are 8.5. So I'm going to put 8.5. And this one here, 8.5. So if I add those up, so I have 8.5 plus 8.5 plus 8 plus 8 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, I'm going to get 42 inches. Now, because my number 42 is below 45, I can do a 4-sided object. I still have 3 inches. I could put that in there if I want to, but I don't have to. So I could add 3 inches. I can draw another line across here. I could maybe put an inch here and an inch here or whatever. I don't have to do that. Okay? If I was over 45 inches, say I had 48, then I'm going to have to erase something out of here. Now, the last thing you're going to do here, once you get it the right size, is the balsa wood we have is 1/8 of an inch wide. The squares on the grid paper are 1/4 inch. So what you want to do is you're going to darken these in. You're going to go about halfway down the block, and this is going to represent the 1/8 inch balsa wood. So this is halfway in between here, and I'm going to darken that in. And you want to color this in because we are going to take this and transfer this onto wax paper, and if you can't see it through the wax paper, you won't be able to draw it. So we want to make sure we draw it to the full size, full scale. If you are doing the ones in the middle, there is no square for it to go, so you're going to want to draw a parallel line that looks like it's about that width, about 1/8 of an inch, and you're going to color that in. And you're going to keep doing this for all the lines that you have. And again, this is so you can see through and be able to transfer these drawings onto wax paper. The transferring of the drawings is going to be based off of, you'll have 4 sides for this one, so there would be 4 drawings. So there would be 4 pieces of wax paper that will go on the top, and that is so that you can put your wood on there and the glue will not stick to the wood. So I'll keep doing this for all of these lines that are on here. The other thing to point out is if I go on the outside of this line, it's going to make my project wider because it's going to go 1/8 of an inch more on each side. So I want to make sure I go on the inside of it, and we'll darken those in. Okay? So once you finish this, then you can get it checked off and make sure that you have it all right before you go on to the next step, which is to build your project.